Hello. Okay, so today's Blur's Day cocktail. Thank you, Tom, for sharing that with me. That today is. I sent him a message. I said, Tom, can we have a martini? It's only, what is it? 1:30 in the afternoon. He said, sure, it's Blur's Day. Why not? Okay. So besides just making a martini, because I'm sure you all know how to make martinis, simply 3 parts of gin or vodka, I prefer gin, to 1 part vermouth, dry vermouth. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you about all the different ways of making a martini. I just thought this would be fun. Okay, so I looked this up. There is the burnt martini, which simply means that you're adding a little single malt to it. So I'm assuming that's like a single malt scotch, which sounds really good to me. I would like to try this. Okay, so we're gonna do that today. That's gonna be part of how I make mine. The next one is the dirty martini, which I'm sure everybody's heard of the dirty martini, and that's just where you're adding some of your olive juice. You can take it extra dirty, which means just adding more of the olive juice, or you can say you'd like it filthy, which is quite a bit of olive juice. Okay, so the next one is the Gibson. The Gibson was recently brought up in the show Gambit. And the mother drank Gibsons. And this is fun. I've done this. It's where instead of olives, you're using those little cocktail onions, those pickled onions. And that's pretty delicious. Okay, next one. On the rocks. Not very used often, but it is out there. And that is where you have your martini and it is shaken and then poured over ice. I would not be doing this because then it would dilute it too much. And I like my drink kind of strong. Okay, so the next one is the perfect martini. Now, this could be misunderstood because somebody says the perfect martini, and really what they mean is just like, 3 parts of gin or vodka and 1 part vermouth. But a perfect martini is really equal amounts of sweet vermouth and dry vermouth. So that's interesting. Okay, then there's the shaken martini. Okay, this is where you agitate it more. And this is James Bond brought up this martini many years ago. So a lot of people say, I want a shaken martini. But really what that does is it agitates it and it adds more air to it and it's more diluted. So really, a better way to make it is the stirred martini, which is what I do. You put everything together, you stir it with the ice, and then you pour it over a cold glass. So the next one is the straight up, or the simply saying up. And then most bartenders that are well educated will know that when you say up, what you want is a martini that is stirred with ice and then poured into a cold glass. That is what I like. So I'm doing the up and I'm throwing in the burnt. Okay, saying I want a wet means that you want a wet martini, which is just adding more vermouth, which I don't like the vermouth very much. Okay, then if you say you want it with a twist, which I do, you can use lemon, orange, or lime. And it really depends on the gin that you're using, and so I like to use Bombay Sapphire, and that actually works best with lemon. To make your lemon twist, this is a piece of lemon peel, and you take the lemon off and you wrap it around a chopstick. You hold it for a few minutes and then it'll stay. So when you take it off, it'll have that little twisty. This is going to release those aromatic oils into the martini just a little bit. So that's nice. That's it. Okay, so I've got my ice. It's been sitting here for a minute, so I took the extra water out because it's melted a little and I don't want that. I'm going to take 3 of these. Okay, I do not like a lot of vermouth, so I do less. which, you know, did I even say about that one? That's when you do dry. And so also extra dry, which would be just like coating like the glass that you use, pouring a little and just coating it around the glass. That's extra dry. I like mine dry, so I did put just less vermouth. I've got it into my my cup, and I'm gonna stir it for 45 seconds. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Okay, that's enough. All right, let me get my cold glass. Oh, dear God, I almost forgot the single malt. Okay, because I'm going to try this. So I'm going to add a little single malt. Never done this before. How exciting. Okay, this is the best Scotch. It's awesome. This is Ardbeg Wijidal, and I love it. It is really peaty, so if you don't like peaty Scotch, do not buy that one. Okay, pick up where we left off. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 39, 44, 52, 34, 5. Okay, that is done. Here is the top and my chilled glass, because I am that person that has chilled martini glasses in her freezer. Just like that. Ooh. Isn't that pretty? And then onto the top, my little garnish. So good. Cheers. Cocktail of the day. Martini. Served up with a twist and burnt. Enjoy.